Welcome back to The Good Talk, the show where we discuss what's hot, what's grot, and everything in between in the wide world of Warhammer. We are here with the brand spanking new Chaos Space Marines Codex sent to us by Games Workshop. Thank you, James. And we're here to dig into it a little bit. We do have a full review, which is online right now. You can check that out. But this is more of, now that we've seen it, we've just played it. What are our thoughts? What are we most excited about? Do we have any concerns? And yeah, just creating discussion around it on day one. I'm joined, of course, as always, by the handsome Mr. Bridger Hahn.
Oh, thank you so much.
Yeah, it's true.
Happy to be here.
Yeah.
CSM book. There's a lot.
There's a lot.
There's a lot of CSM.
Yeah, 8 detachments to be precise. It's the biggest. It's the most detachments we've had thus far, with a decent repertoire of units, you can see.
Did they cut down on the lore section? Because that book doesn't look too much bigger than the average book.
I know, right? It didn't feel like it. Okay, it's still art. Still art. I feel like the lore gets thinner every time, right?
Yeah.
I am looking forward to reading some of it though,
That was
because
cool art.
yeah, there's awesome art in here.
The art in this book. Oh, when they do full page spreads, that's all I want.
Classic.
I mean, I know they make art books, and you could just buy books that are all full page spreads, but that's what I want in life.
So sick, right? Look, it is a very cool book. We'll just come out gates saying that.
Yeah.
It's an awesome book. It is a ton of fun. There's 8 detachments. They're all unique. I think there's several powerful builds in here, and I think there's a lot yet to be uncovered, frankly. So that's going to be cool. So I think let's take a brief moment to talk about the detachment that we just played in the last stream game. We will not spoil the ending, but we will talk about what we think about it, and then we'll dive into kind of more general stuff. So we played the Soul-Forged Warpack.
Yeah.
And this is one of the most fun detachments, in my opinion. I love the flavor. You layer something on top of the dark packs to get extra benefits at a cost, which is very CSM.
Yeah, the cost here, before we played the game, I thought the cost wasn't super high. And now that I've seen how many mortal wounds it can be, like, a Venom Crawler starts with 9 wounds.
Yeah.
So if you fail your pact, or you fail your contract, and then you take 4 mortal wounds, that you're half dead.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a lot. Like it's more than I realized.
It's a lot. It really, really is. And it like, there's so many opportunities that you can like turn back from the dark path. But obviously you're gonna say no, right?
You're gonna do
it. So yeah, let's walk through it. So it's dark packs. It's leadership check. You take D3 if you fail. If you do your infernal contract, you're at -1 leadership. This is a very big, and we talked about this in the review, this is a really big inflection point for leadership because Space Marines, including Chaos Space Marines, are sitting at leadership 6. That jump up to 7,
that's a big one.
It's a big, big jump. That's like the big, the distribution curve on dice is big there. So you're at -1, and then if you are next to the enhancement that lets you get full hit rerolls, which you want to be, when you fail, you take an extra mortal wound. On top of that, your Forged Fiends can once per game get hazardous. It's a lot.
It adds up. It's interesting. I think it's a lot more compelling than I'd initially read it as, because my issue with Index Dark Pacts was you never not do them.
Right.
You would always do it. Because the harm was pretty minimal. It was like easy to mitigate. And it was after you shot, so like you weren't losing shooting. It just seemed like something you should always do.
Yeah, pretty much.
Here it's before you shoot, so you can lose models, or you can become bracketed, and it's enough damage that it's like a real thing.
Even on these big demon engines in this case, right? And that's good. It's good that it's a choice and it's not just an automatic thing that you're going to do that automatically goes off. So if it sounds like we're being critical of it, no, I don't think so. I think we like how harsh that is. So it's really cool, very fun, flavorful detachment. And we, of course, got to see some of the data sheet changes. We saw Vashtorr, newly improved.
Yes.
Way better.
He's so much cool. He got what he deserved all along. It was a shame that he came out as like a centerpiece of the story, and they were like, "Oh yeah, no, don't play."
Yeah.
You don't want that.
Kind of sucks. Yeah. It was classic. Like, no, if GW could write rules that would guarantee always sell models, they would.
They would.
They would.
They don't know how though.
Yeah. So it was really cool to see him shining on the field. Which is awesome.
He got fly. He deserves fly.
He got extra damage on his hammer, extra strength on his hammer, extra toughness. Toughness 10 is a big inflection point.
Strength 14 on the hammer is legit.
It's awesome. It means he's always good into anything.
Everything.
He's not a chump against non-vehicles. So that's awesome. So yeah, very cool detachment. I think highlights for me in this book, I'm really excited about the Renegades Detachment. It was that one, this one, Deceptors are also exciting. That's kind of Alpha Legion. I think the Veterans of the Long War is going to be strong, but it's a little bit less fun.
That's the index detachment?
No, this is a new one. It's got a sort of oath of moment. It's got a dark oath.
Oh, it's Black Legion.
It's Black Legion, essentially.
The index was sort of word bearers.
Yeah, and they fully converted that over to be like, you know what, that one is going to be...
Word bearers?
Yeah, Pact-Bound Zealots.
Which, this is hilarious to me, that they made that word bearers when it was like the Abaddon detachment.
Right. Well, why might Abaddon not be as good in this one as he used to be? What did they change about him?
He lost all of his marks.
He did? Look at you.
I remember. I studied. I remembered.
Yeah, Abaddon only has Undivided now. Doesn't have all the individual marks, which, from a lore perspective, obviously makes no sense. But from a game perspective, I don't know. What do you think?
I would have rather seen them dial in the effects of the marks or like the benefits, the strats, than see him lose all the marks. Because I think it's cool. Like, this is the detachment where it matters that he has all the marks.
Yeah.
Fix that detachment so that you're comfortable with the impacts of that, and then leave it. Let him have all the marks, because that's cool.
That's fair. I think what they could have done with it, if they were worried about the Abaddon super unit, is they could have said that other than Undivided, you can't have any overlapping marks.
Right.
So the unit that he joins can only have one mark. And you in your list building can decide, is that going to be a Khorne, Tzeentch, or whatever? And you'll pick that, and that'll match him. Right. So you get that improved subset of abilities for that battle, but not all of them. That was the issue, so to speak.
Yeah.
But you brought up a good point also earlier when we were discussing this, is that's only one detachment now.
Right.
So they brought Abaddon down, but also it only really applies to this detachment. Right. So take that as you will. Yeah. That's a fact.
I think this is another case where, like, the simplification of 10th edition where all keywords are shared in a unit, I would prefer to have marks just be model by model. So that Abaddon could, like, do his all the marks thing.
Right, yeah.
And then it doesn't mess up the unit he's in.
Yeah,
and then
fair.
he can do all the cool, like...
It's a min-max thing, right?
Yeah.
They will have to re-FAQ, I believe, that detachment because they didn't put the addendum for transports, saying that you have to, if you're marked, you can't go in a transport that's marked differently.
Oh.
Because otherwise people were doing, you would do like a Nurgle Rhino and then something else inside with Chosen, right? Which like makes sense from a tactical perspective, but like it's a little weird. Like I feel like a Nurgle Rhino would never let a Tzeentch.
Is the Rhino Nurgle or is the driver of the Rhino Nurgle?
I think it's both. Yeah. Yeah. The Rhino, it's like a little animated character. It's like a kid's show thing. Hey kids, you want to go ride in the Hive Terror?
It's like the Magic School Bus.
It's like the Magic School Bus.
Yeah.
Magic School Bus.
He gave us a face. It was like, no, that is sacred. Okay.
Not like the Magic School Bus. Thanks everyone for joining us. Just seeing all the folks in chat and the super chats. We greatly appreciate it.
Yeah.
There's a lot of ways we can do this.
There's a lot to talk about here.
Yeah, I want to talk about detachments briefly.
Sure.
So Veterans of the Long War, Black Legion, kind of Abaddon, full hit rerolls. It's got a lot of flexibility. Oh, here's an interesting thing. Armor Contempt. You know how Chaos players like to complain?
That they don't have Armor Contempt?
No, they just like to complain.
Okay, sure. Do they have it now?
They had it before, but it was 2 CP for Armor Contempt. Now it's 1 CP, but it's only in certain detachments. And that's interesting because it with Space Marines, every Space Marine detachment always has Armor of Contempt. And that's not the case for Chaos Space Marines. Just interesting. I don't know if that's good or bad.
I like that.
Yeah. I think it's cool. So Veterans has that.
Great.
Alpha Legion 1 does not. Renegades does.
I think it's cool they brought Renegades back.
Dude, okay, let's talk about Renegades, since you brought it up. I'm really excited for this detachment. So this is the Red Corsairs / catch-all for Renegades. It's the core is kind of like Firestorm. You get assault on all your weapons. Fantastic.
Okay.
And if you target an enemy unit on an objective, +1 AP.
Yeah. All enemy units are on objective.
Yes! It's awesome! They have an enhancement for Scout 6. They have, the other enhancements are okay. They have a strat for Armor Contempt, Precision and Melee for a CP. This one is end of the fight phase, either fall back or move, and you can get inside of a transport unless you got out this turn. They have auto advance 6 for transport or mounted. They have shooting or fight phase on turn, which you got out of transport, 1 CP, reroll hits, and if they're on an objective marker, oh no, get out of transport and they're on objective, yeah, full hit and win rerolls.
Whoa!
Yeah. Yeah.
This is...
And they get another one for +1, advance and charge, and if they're on an objective marker, +1 to charge.
This is amped up.
Right?
This detachment is very strong.
Mm-hmm.
It's like okay, so every detachment has a hoop. They hold out a hoop and you're a dolphin, you have to jump through it.
Okay, yeah.
This hoop is your opponent is attempting to play the game.
Exactly.
And the funny thing is, if your opponent's not attempting to play the game, they've already lost.
Yeah, exactly.
So there's actually, the hoop is underwater for your dolphin. You just swim through the hoop. This is wild.
Right? Renegade Raiders.
So good.
Very good, very fun.
Full hit and win rerolls?
Right?
I thought we were done with that.
Oh, no.
I thought that was not a thing
This
anymore.
book has so many rerolls. You have to get out of transports, which I like. It says use your rhinos, use your lane raiders. But you know what was really good this last fall? Was Chosen and Rhinos.
Yeah.
And I think they're back, baby.
Yeah.
Also, 1, 2, 3 battle tactics, and they're all amazing.
How do CSM give free battle tactics?
Lords.
Oh, just Lords. Okay.
Just Lords.
Yeah, that's,
And they're great.
Okay. That's pretty good.
Yeah. The Deceptors is the Alpha Legion one. I guess we could do a little
book review here.
A little bookie poo. Deceptors, they showed restraint and intelligence. They said you can get infiltrate, but only on your cultists and legionaries. It's a lot of them. It's up to 3 of each in a 2,000 points game.
Wait, is this uppy downy or infiltrate?
Infiltrate. This detachment actually no uppy downy.
What?
Right? They broke the mold.
But 10th edition's been so templated. It's
I
like you know that this detachment's gonna have this strat.
I was shocked. They really shook it up. They have give one of your units the infiltrators, so no deep strike within 12.
Oh,
For CP?
What's the timing?
Start of the reinforcement step of your opponent's movement phase.
Oh, that's so good.
Very, very good.
that's amazing.
Right? Classic, if someone moves within 9, you move 6 inches. We see this many times throughout this book.
Yep.
This is shoot after you fall back. This is a great way to get rerolls to hit and wound, of course. This one's hilarious from all sides. 1 CP, charge phase. Your unit gets +1 to charge for each other unit that made a charge that turn.
Whoa.
Up to 3.
What?
Yeah.
Not into that target, just...
So that's the way I read it originally, which would be logical, but it's not.
Army that has made a charge. Yeah.
Yup.
Wow.
And then Detonator, of course, automatically explodes something when you kill it.
Yes!
It's here, baby.
We've
Let's go.
needed this all edition.
Right? Lord of Skulls?
And just anything. I've needed, like...
Yeah.
I miss the days of units having a thing that's like, explode on a 5, explode on a 4.
Take that lane.
Explosions are too rare in 10th. We need more explosions.
We need more explosions. I feel like I'm ending up going through everything, but I'm just excited.
This is a good attachment.
Falsehood is hilarious. Chaos Lord only, not Terminator, not Jump Pack. Basically what it is in reinforcement step, you can just kill one of your legionnaires or chosen.
What?
And put your character from reserve into that unit, attached.
What?
Yeah. Why would you do that? Because you don't say what squad they're in.
Why do you have to kill a guy?
Because it was him the whole time. He's like, I'm Alfarius. That's so cool, Bridger.
It's very flavorful.
That's awesome.
But there are no other rules in this game that's like, kill a guy.
Hey, there's no other rule that says I'm Alfarius.
It's very cool. I'm with you. I just feel like you could have had the squad. Like, it's not the end of the world.
Don't give the Chaos players more reason to complain, Bridger. They don't need it.
I'm not saying complain.
They don't need it. Yeah. I don't know. This is just all awesome. +1 AP and precision.
Oh, stealth and lone op.
Stealth and lone op. Soul Link, also hilarious. You pick one of your infantry characters and pick another infantry character and gain their data sheet abilities.
What?
So not weapons, not strength, not its abilities. So for example, free battle tactic, or
what?
whatever. They're chaplains.
Y'all got chaplains in here, right?
You get chaplains.
So you can just like steal his chaplaininess?
You can steal so in this book, the Master of Executions gives his squad full hit and win rerolls
Against characters.
Character units.
Yeah.
So just grab that.
Wow.
Because
they keep, the person you're stealing it from keeps it for the turn,
yeah.
right? You're just copying it?
You just copy it.
That's amazing.
You do replace the ones that you have. so you'll lose that for the
Sure,
turn. But it's fine because
sure.
the reason that's powerful and interesting is because you can get those abilities on demand.
Yeah, no, I like that. And there's no range, right? It's just like,
Just
pick it
anywhere.
Wow.
It's awesome.
That's amazing.
And no named characters, so no Abaddon. I choose Abaddon!
Yep, that makes sense. Probably shouldn't be able to do that.
Anyways, it's fun. Dread Talons, I'm still skeptical of, but we'll play it Tuesday.
Night Lords.
It's all about battle shocks.
Yeah, Night Lords have been tough. I mean, they've always struggled with morale as a concept.
Yeah.
Like, the morale system changes pretty much every edition.
Yeah. So the hoop
Yeah.
is like, you gotta do a backflip out of the pool.
Right.
And you're not a dolphin, you're a person.
You're an orca.
You're an orca.
The hoop is actually dolphin-sized, and you're an
Yeah,
orca.
exactly.
You will never fit through it.
I will say they did make it so you're -1 battle shock when you're within 12 of this detachment,
Okay.
which is good. And we mentioned -1 is a big deal. They get a 3-inch deep strike
Oh.
for jump units only. And when they land, it forces battle shock. So it's like, you're landing battle shock.
That's so cool.
Right?
All right, I love that.
So I'm like, they might have the tools to make this detachment work.
Are they like a +1, you're -1 to hit, I'm +1 to wound when you're battle shocked? Is that? That's been a pretty common. No?
So the default thing is just you have to check battle shock if you're just below starting strength rather than halfway.
Sure.
And then -1. And also you don't, no, that's fine. And then, here's the problem. So fight phase 1 CP, Depthless Cruelty. You pick one of your Heretic Astartes units, and when you attack a unit that's battle shocked and or below half strength, +1 AP. And so like,
Wait, but the other guys get +1 AP because your opponent's just exists.
yeah, exactly.
Oh,
That's the problem.
Okay.
Same with the wound in shooting phase, 1 CP hit rolls you just get. That's great.
Cool.
Oh no, just kidding. Everything's blocked behind battle shock and half strength.
So 1 CP, if they're battle shocked, you get
Hit and wound. They should have split it, at least. At least they should have split it, which they generally did in other places.
I think they just don't recognize how much easier some hoops are than others.
Yeah.
They like
And
template out the same strats,
Yeah.
and then they're like, "Oh yeah, those are the same. That's what you jump through the hoop, and then we give you a treat. Everybody gets the same treat. Okay,
Yeah, exactly.
It's fair. Everybody gets the same treat.
Look, it's equal, but it's not equitable.
Right. Yeah.
Anyways, Fellhammer Siege Host I'm excited for because it's the Iron Warriors. Transhuman on the whole detachment. So if your strength is higher than toughness, you win them on 1
And
less.
they don't need a character for that.
Correct.
Because that's actually been, funny enough, big limiting factor for a lot of people that have, a lot of the units, like transhuman on units has been pretty common.
Yeah.
But almost all of them, it's only if you're led by a character.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a big difference.
That's a big difference. And they have access to a 1 CP 5+ Feel of Pain on anything that's not a cultist unit.
That's pretty good.
Pretty spicy.
What's their hoop? What are they trying to do?
Their thing,
Is it if you're in cover?
they do have anti-fortification,
Oh, great! Because those are definitely still in the game,
but
right?
but it also gives anti-vehicle.
Oh,
And so you actually do take this.
anti-vehicle 4 of us.
So a Lord has a hammer, which is devastating.
Right.
So devastating against vehicles on 4s is great. I'm into that.
Well,
Yeah.
that's the kind of good that's real good. That's
They do, unfortunately, one of the hoops is you being hurt.
me, like I'm the
You're-
Iron
you're
Warrior.
the Iron
I
Warrior,
need to be hurt.
Hurt me, flesh is weak.
Oh.
So this one is to fight phase 1 CP. Just get hit rerolls.
Okay.
Great.
Love it.
If you are also below half strength,
Below half?
you can reroll the wound roll.
Oh, come on. Below half?
This is like, oh, this one's very interesting. So the other requirement, because there's more requirements, more
Great.
hoops.
Awesome.
You have to have been attacked in the fight phase. So you need to be like, hey, punch me. And then you'd be like, I love it. But hopefully not too much, but like enough.
But it needs to be enough, because if I'm not below half.
Yeah, hit me harder.
Huh.
So I'm not going to lie, there's some misses, but there's some really great stuff in here too.
Okay.
Packbound Zealots is the old detachment. There's a Cultist detachment.
Yeah, I'm not a super fan of that
Me
as
neither.
a concept.
But it's actually pretty cool. This one's all about, okay. So we have Dark Packs. That's for like Chaos Space Marines.
Sure.
We have Infernal Contracts. That's for Demon Engines.
Yep.
Now we have Desperate Packs. And that's for Cultists.
Which side of the deal is desperate here? Are the demons desperate because they're like, we're resulting to cultists? Like,
Yeah.
what is left?
That is very true. But it's also the cultists are desperate. Basically, what all they get for their desperate packs on a baseline is +2 move, +2 to charge.
Wait, that's really good though.
It's good, but like
Not on cultists.
But that's the point.
But as a rule, that's really good.
It's basically saying you're gonna run forwards and just clog up the engines of war with your bodies.
Yep.
And they're just desperate to go fight and die and gain the adoration of the dark gods. Which I'm like kind of back on board now.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. There's a lot of weird stuff in this detachment, but at a high level, that's what it is. It's about lots of bodies, kind of getting bonuses.
They have like a comeback. They have an endless.
So fun fact, they fixed accursed cultists.
Okay.
They don't regenerate automatically anymore.
Great.
When you shoot them, they have blood surge, basically.
Oh, I love that.
Right? That's cool.
That's great.
Yeah. And there's a couple ways to regenerate. There's a Amulet of Tainted Vigor, which lets you return D3 damned models in your command phase. And so you're putting that in there.
Could you get 3 big accursed cultists?
Yes, which is what you'll do every time.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's 9 wounds.
Yeah. I mean, before they always got D3. So.
D3 wounds? You got D3 wounds?
No, it was models.
Oh, that's
yeah.
No, it was D3 wounds, wasn't it?
Or was D?
Yeah, because you would get a wounded big guy back. Because there was a real choice between small guys and big guys.
There was a choice. I feel like it was roughly equivalent to this, though.
Oh, you got 1 big guy
or 3 small.
Or 3 little guys.
Which, while it was oppressive, was an interesting choice. Do I want OC and kind of movement, or do I want Big Daddy Chonker to smack?
But D3 big guys.
This is always big guys now.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
That's 9 wounds.
Yeah, exactly. So after reading this, conceptually I don't like it. After reading it, I was like, this is actually kind of fun. I want to play this. So I'm excited.
Yeah.
And then we talked about the Soulforged Warpack. So anyways, spent too long on that, but that was a bit of a high level on some of the things in the different detachments.
Cool book.
Yeah. I think let's take some questions, and then we can take it from there.
Yes. So we have some questions that were from the game.
Oh, cool.
So, like this one from Just Jupiter. Thank you so much,
hello.
Just Jupiter. Thank you so much for the super chat. And they say, Happy Chaos Marine and Cultist Day. I still have tons of cultists from my old Renegades army. Is the Skin Tide detachment looking for our competitive? Hey.
Skin Tide. Perfect timing.
Yeah, right? It's great.
Well, also, Jupiter, you'll be happy to know that Trader Guard are literally in the book now. Yeah. And they are cute.
Are they not just guardsmen?
They're basically guardsmen. They, when you have the Trader Enforcer, they can Overwatch for free, which is cool, and you can double Overwatch. The problem is they're capped at squads of 10. If you take them in 20, I think it could be interesting. But it's 10 guardsmen. They can get 3 Meltas, which is good.
Oh,
Yeah.
that changed. Because I was thinking like, what is 9 lasguns? Like, why would I ever care about free Overwatch?
No, you get
with
3
9
special
lasguns?
weapons.
Okay.
Yeah. There was another reason that they were interesting. I forget. When they're an objective marker, they just get cover, which is cool. So you go into 4s. And some of the Skin Tide, as Jupiter puts it, really wants to be in those squads. I forget why. Oh, interesting thing. So cultists don't have scout. We talked about this earlier. But the cursed cultists gain scout. And then you can, there's an enhancement to give a unit of your choice, basically, scout. So that's cute. Yeah, I can't remember the reason for it. But anyways, yeah, it's very interesting attachment.
I think weirdly, that's a good detachment.
Yes.
And you have to think of it not through the lens of, here's my cultist army.
Yeah.
You have to think of it through the lens of, here's 3 cursed cultist squads that are really, really, really good, and then an actual CSM force behind it.
I think
how
that's
I
fair.
feel.
Yeah.
Which, it's going to be weird to play the actual CSM behind it without strats.
Yep.
But the 3 accursed cultist squads, if they are good enough to be oppressive in the middle, then this might be a real detachment.
Yeah. Who can the Dark Apostle join? Because he is a lot of, I'm looking at keyword. Oh, that's cool art.
Oh, that is cool.
That's cultist right there.
He's got a helmet that covers his eyes, and he's got like a unicorn horn.
It's classic Urukai. Dark Apostle joins a cultist, chosen, cultist mob, legionnaires. So you can give chosen scout.
Oh.
Oh no, what? It just says the bear has the scout. Oh, that's lame. This is just allows you to put him with a cursed cultist and still have scout on the whole squad.
Ew.
That's so lame. That's not. What?
Ew.
Come on, James. That's not a fun choice.
Ew.
Yeah.
And if you take that, you can't take the good thing that brings people back.
Right.
So.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Anyways. Thanks, Jupiter.
Yeah, thank you, thank you. Okay, this next one is from Caldor. Thank you so much, Caldor, for the super chat. And they say, I have turned to Xenos. Put together my list that is linked in BatRep discussion Discord. No wraiths, too pricey. Any value swapping in the Silent King? Any chance seeing Dark Angels for Chaos Week?
Oh,
I have a lot of questions here.
Yeah, so we'll start with the first one. The list in the BatRep.
that's the one. Yes.
Exactly.
While you're finding that list,
Are you stuck on the same thing I'm stuck on? Wraiths too pricey. Is
I
that
think he means the models, like buying the
money?
models.
Okay, I accept that
Like
answer.
cash money dollars.
If you say
I think is what
points,
they're saying.
I will scream.
I'm pretty sure they're saying cash money dollars.
That is fair.
Silent King, I think, is overpriced in today's economy.
Yeah.
He just doesn't do what he used to. Are you still looking?
What was the channel?
BatRep
BatRep
discussion Discord.
Thank you.
Perfect.
I thought Lindsay needed
Caldor
help
agrees
getting
it's
that out.
money.
Yeah, it's cash money.
Oh,
dollars.
okay, good.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Because rates are still amazing.
Are they $3 a box?
Yeah.
They're super expensive.
It's a lot.
So 18 wraiths is like $300.
Oh, Jesus.
I bought a whole Legion army, and I bought everything that exists for that faction for about that price.
Right?
That's wild.
Yeah, no, it's wild. So Keldorf has gone with Hypercrypt Legion, which is awesome. So this is uppy downy Necrons, very flexible. Chronomancer, Nightbringer, Translocation Lord, Plasmancer, Royal Warden, Scorpec Lord, Technomancer, T-Catan, Transcendent Catan.
T10, yeah.
10 Immortals, 20 Warriors, 10 Warriors. Doomstalker, Destroyer, 6 Scorpec Destroyers.
Ooh, I haven't seen Scorpex in a
know.
while. And I like seeing them back, especially in this detachment.
They're 30 points a model, which is like pretty fine.
It's like how much wraiths cost, right?
That's how much Mega Knobs cost.
Well, that's not fair.
Neither is the Wraith thing.
Wraiths are in this faction, though.
But Wraiths should be more expensive.
Sure. So should Mega Knobs.
Oh yeah, for sure. 100%. The Doomstalkers, I hate to say it, I get nervous when they're not in Canop deck.
Oh, we're not in?
No, this is Hypercrypt. So it's uppy downy, flexible.
If you have Doomsday Arcs,
Uh-huh.
I think one Doomsday Arc is less than 2 Doomstalkers? Points-wise?
Oh, Doomsday Arc.
I think 1 DDA costs less than 2 Doomstalkers.
1 DDA, probably, yeah, because it's 260 for 2 Dooms.
Yeah, there's no way a DDA is 260.
I'm gonna pull up some
I
points.
bet it's a 180. That's my guess.
Yeah.
I think 180 for a DDA.
Um,
But in any case,
yeah.
I would take 1 Doomsday Arc over 2 Doomstalkers outside of the Canoptic detachment.
That's fair. 200.
Yeah.
Yeah, 60 points less than running 2 of them. Yeah, I think it's fair. So that's definitely something I would keep an eye out on.
Would you uppy downy a Doomsday Arc to get angles?
Yeah. Oh, well, because you get a lot of units, that uppy downy.
Yeah, you have a ton. Every
Okay.
time I've played that detachment,
Yeah.
I felt like I have twice as many uppy downies as I need.
Yeah,
Every
that's
time.
very true. I think that's fair, actually, because they really don't want to move.
Right.
So when you move, make it count. And the redeploy
Like
is
could
big.
go anywhere. Yeah.
20 Warriors, 10 Warriors, 10 Immortals. This is cool. Again, double Catan is still very, very strong.
He has a T10 and a Nightbringer.
T10 and Nightbringer.
That's so good. Although, I will say,
Yeah.
since you are OBSens, T10's ability to teleport, not the biggest.
He's not obeying sense.
Sorry, the uppy,
Hypercrypt.
that one, yeah.
Yeah.
Like the uppy downy,
Everyone already has it. Yeah.
right. So his superpower is a bit nullified. If you have the Deceiver, I know, I'm the only person out here advocating for the Deceiver. Try it out.
Huh. Interesting.
I think the redeploy on Deceiver is highly underrated.
I definitely agree with that. I agree. Cool. Thanks, Cal. Oh, there's more. Right.
Any chance to see Dark Angels in Chaos Week? I don't know if that was a joke or an actual question. Maybe both.
Maybe both. Probably not.
Don't want to upset the Dark Angel players, or they're not good enough to fight CSM. Oh, pew, pew, one of those two. I didn't say which. Didn't say which.
Wow. I mean, look, we did some research on Dark Angels today. Did not go
They're
well.
not doing well.
Thanks, Kaldor.
Caldor says both. Also, Willow has pointed out that Kirkanos is playing 2v6 Scorpex and Lords this weekend.
Oh, okay.
In Awakened Dynasty.
Ooh.
Awakened Dynasty. Did they see points decrease as well, though? Let us know.
Yeah?
Because 30 points does feel interesting.
They needed points decrease.
Yeah, whatever it was before, it was too much, right?
Yeah. Well, because they just internal balancing rates were just better.
Yeah, exactly.
They're so fragile.
But yeah,
You go ahead.
thank you, Caldorf. This next one is from John McCarty.
Hey!
Oh, what's up?
Thank you, John, for the super chat. And John says, Adrian, GW called and asked if another Titan could do Codex previews going forward, or you do some kind of ritual / sacrifice to fix this dice issue.
I know. I did not make those contracts look too good today.
That was pretty rough.
I was like, yeah, just.
That was hard.
To be fair, I think Bridger's the only one that could actually do those and have it go well, because Brian's dice are worse than mine.
Hey, I play CSM from time to time.
Yeah, honestly.
That's true. I could kick around some.
Yeah?
And that force that you played today is the kind of army I love.
It's very much a Bridger army,
It's
for sure, yeah.
not good. Doesn't like play the game.
Yeah.
But I love doing it.
I mean, I said to the group, I'm going to play Saturday. Mm-hmm. That's not a question. And I'm going to play Vashtorr. That's not a question.
Yeah.
And I was like, does anyone want to play anything else after that? But I'm playing Vashtorr on Saturday. Yeah.
Well, that's like the detachment that speaks the most to me.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But we can see how
You
you're.
sneak it in.
I'd be worried to give you the Chaos Dice on top of that. That might be too good.
Oh, dude.
Could be too good.
Can you
It
imagine?
could be too good.
We might have to give it a go.
Chaos dice. Wait, do they have like a miracle dice thing?
You okay, Lindsay?
Yeah, good.
Jesus.
Do they have like a miracle
No,
dice?
the Baron Chaos Dice.
Oh, yes. No. Baron Chaos Dice already too powerful. If you give me Baron Chaos Dice, I'm winning the
It's
game.
over.
Like, that's just
Exactly.
it. I don't think we've had a game with those dice that was close. Those dice are too
We will
powerful.
make it happen. Thanks, John. Appreciate it.
Thank you, John.
Oh, Willow has responded, said, yeah, they're vibing.
That's awesome.
They're
They're
okay.
vibing.
Very, very cool. Destroyers are the best.
I love destroyers.
Okay, and next one is from Evan Tumanello. Thank you so much, Evan, for the super chat. And they say, I have been enjoying your shows all week. Thank you, Bridger. Thank you. Bridger, I think most people get 2 wisdom teeth out. Some people get 4 removed. I have a lot of real estate, so I got them all. This is going back to Tuesday's
It's a
game.
callback.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My game with Lil B. Lil B claimed that 32 is the right number of teeth, and I said 36. I thought humans had 36 teeth.
Right.
And then it turns out we have 28 plus 4 wisdom teeth. So he
Right.
was correct, but he didn't know that he was right.
And therefore, you have the moral high
No.
ground.
We were both very wrong. Like, I'll be open. It was an amusing diatribe where both of us were wrong. But then we had a conversation about wisdom teeth and how both me and Lil B had our wisdom teeth taken out
Yeah.
with no need. It was just like we're of that era of American youths where dentistry was just like, better be safe. Just do a surgery that involves a lot of painkillers.
Yeah, puts you out. You didn't need it at all.
They didn't like give a reason. They weren't like, oh, they're inflamed or, no, it was just like, well, you're that age now, so we're going to put you under anesthetic and do surgery. Now,
Jesus.
doesn't seem right, but I'm not a doctor, so.
There might be like things down the road.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, well, how old were you when you got your wisdom teeth taken out?
That age.
Like
That
16?
age? 16?
Pretty
Okay.
young.
16?
Yeah, I was maybe 17?
Yeah, that is pretty. That
I was
is
in high
pretty
school.
young.
That's way young.
I got mine out when I was 26.
That's a
That's
lot
very
older.
late.
Yeah. Well,
That's a big
and
difference.
I was like
and-
20.
yeah.
No, I was like 18, 19.
18, yeah.
Right?
Which is the age usually.
Yeah.
I mean, it's preventative medicine, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think mine were my teeth. I got mine taken out because I was having issues.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, because they were just
Yeah.
like they could have fixed them, but it was like, let's just take them out.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think if you're already going in there,
Yeah.
Pop
They're
'em
like-
out.
Yeah.
Yeah, my brother just got his out, and he is about that age, actually. It
yeah.
was like, okay, we need to get these out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
so there you go. There's some backstory on this. Thanks, Evan.
Appreciate it, Evan.
Wisdom Teeth Journey. Okay. Yeah, thank you, Evan. This next one is the last one from the game, and this is from Tom Mitchell. Thank you so much, Tom. Tom says, don't let Adrian play the cultist detachment. He'll table himself by turn 2.
Yeah. Well, with a cursed cultist, that would actually be that would be impressive.
Yeah, because there's extra things. There's a strat where you like stab your own guys and do more damage.
Why?
Get abilities.
You guys have so many strats that involve killing your own people.
It's awesome.
This is not normal. Warhammer armies don't do this.
Chaos. It's awesome.
God.
Yeah, maybe someone else should play that one.
That's a lot of models to move. Let's make Brian play that.
Yeah.
You don't want to scare him away from a different army, from another army.
Yeah, I'm very conflicted. There's so many factors. Like I shouldn't roll it, but at the same time, like I feel like someone needs to keep that game moving.
Yeah.
And it's definitely not you.
I hate moving that many models.
You'll just talk like the
I
whole
will.
time.
Yeah.
You'll literally talk to avoid moving the models, and then you'll still have to move the models. So it'll be like I'd be like, Richard,
The worst.
you can't avoid that.
I don't want to move that many models.
So that'll probably be Brian and I for sure. And
I think you should make Brian play it.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
Thanks, Tom.
Thank you. Okay, now we're getting into chats from the Good Talk.
Fantastic.
I like this one from Hamsterdam. Thank you so much, Hamsterdam. What's up? They
What's
say,
up?
hey Titans.
Hey.
Wanted to ask if there are any lone ops in the Codex. Also, can you show the weapon options for the new Chaos Lord on foot and jump? Thank you.
Great questions. Great questions.
There was definitely a lone op enhancement that I saw
yes.
in the Alpha Legion detachment.
Yeah, that's for Deceptors. So Cypher still has Lone Operative. They did not give him Infiltrate, which I'm honestly very mad about.
Huh.
I was watching the Tactics battle report this morning, and Beard said that he got changed, and I didn't think he got changed. So I want to take a moment just to see what's different about him, because I tried to be a proponent for Cypher, and I feel like I've been betrayed.
Just like Cypher.
Lone Operative, once per battle. Oh, yeah, that's right. He's kind of worse. Right.
Good.
So before he had a Vect.
Okay.
Right, just once per game Vect.
Yeah.
Now, instead, if your opponent tries to use a stratagem within 12 inches of this guy, the CP cost increases by 1. That's so niche.
What if they can't pay it? What happens?
Well, it's just if you want to use it, it'll cost more. It's not when you...
Oh, everything within 12 of him costs 1 more?
Yeah, but only that time.
Oh, he picks it.
It's just if you're within 12 of him, your strats cost 1 more.
Right, yeah. So as long as you're within 12 of him, strats cost 1 more.
Yeah.
I think that is just different than a Vect.
Yeah.
Because, like, always costs 1 more. Everything within 12 of him costs 1 more?
Mm-hmm.
That's interesting.
You like it? You like it?
I don't... If he was a better chassis, I would love it. Like, if you put that on Gilliman,
Right.
that'd be nuts.
Yeah, of course. But this guy doesn't do anything else.
And he's lone op, so it, like, conflicts with what he's trying to do.
Yeah, exactly.
There's some tension there.
I can see it being useful, but like, my God, you're working for it.
I love the ability, I just don't like it on him.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
I think that's the Warpsmiths obviously get lone op if they're within 3 of a vehicle.
Mm-hmm.
No one else has it natively.
Yeah, I mean, they're not the most stealthy faction.
They're really not. But I would love Deceptor on a sorcerer is cool. Because Death Hex is pick an enemy unit. Oh, you have to be within 12. I guess it's still fine. Pick a unit within 12 gives you +1 AP with your whole army against them.
Oh.
And it's kind of the kind of thing where it's like good enough. You would actually probably run lone sorcerers.
Oh, so this in Renegades, you get +2 AP.
Yes!
That's
I'm into it.
lot of AP.
Right? But yeah, then Deceptors, I don't think I saw anything else that does it. Veterans, the Long War, no. Yeah, Shroud of Obfuscation is Stealth and Lone Operative. Shroud is magic. This gives Stealth.
I thought that said eater of bread. That's the bottom corner. I was like, why are they eating bread?
This guy eats bread.
That's messed up, man.
That's messed up.
I only eat nutrient paste.
Right? That's it. Hey, you know, a lot of people got into baking during COVID.
They wanted to see the Lord.
Oh yeah, the Chaos
yeah.
Lord on foot and jump.
Cool. It's a good amount of options. Accursed weapons are an option, which is good in the sense that if you have something that's modeled that doesn't match anything,
Just call it that.
you just call it that. All right, here you go. Mr. Hamsterdam. All right, so they have hammer and plasma pistol by stock. You can replace the hammer with a cursed weapon or a chain blade. I don't know that you would ever do that. A cursed weapon is 6 attacks, but the hammer's still 5. Maybe.
Is the Power Fist just a hammer that's hitting on 2s? But
well,
no
it's not
dev? I mean, I would do that.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, the Power Fist is actually quite nice. I think it also depends on enhancements a lot. As we mentioned, if you're doing the Fell Hammer, you can take Anti-Vehicle for the hammer.
Yeah, 5 hammer attacks is a lot.
Yeah. And there might be a reason to take a Cursed Weapons or Chain Blade, but I would only do it if you have an enhancement that makes them great. Like, let's say you had something that does mortal wounds and you need more attacks. Then you take the Chain Blade.
Yeah, it's weird that you only get 1 more attack taking a Cursed Weapon.
Yeah, it doesn't seem right?
Yeah.
And then we have the Chaos Lord with Jump Pack, who I am disappointed by because he can still only join Raptors,
Oh.
not Warp Talents. It's like, what the heck? Even though you can give him double Lightning Claws. So there's the loadout. Comes with Bolt Pistol, Cursed Weapon. Bolt Pistol can be placed with Plasma Pistol, which you will do every time. And then the Cursed Weapon can be placed with Power Fist, and which you'll do unless you are also replacing both for Twin Lightning Claws.
Right. Which is still only 6 attacks.
It's still...
I guess they're twin linked. I guess that's like the philosophy of 10th edition.
Yeah. They all have the Lord ability, which is great. So, and then there is still Terminator Lord, which was a small concern that I had.
Ooh.
So, anyways, hopefully that's helpful, Amsterdam.
Cool.
I honestly think the Age of the Lords is back upon us.
Oh.
I think,
Lords.
like, one thing I like about this book is they really focus on, like, you want to take those Chosen, you want to take those Lords, you want to use the battle tactics.
Right.
And that's great. That's what it should be.
The battle tactic count in this book is decent.
It's much better than other books.
Maybe this was written more recently.
This is the first one where I'm like, maybe this was written later on. All the other ones I'm like, well, clearly they didn't think about these changes, and this is the first one where I'm like, maybe they did. So they, for example, have the nerfed Marka Nurgle, right? When the first came out, it was CP to give stealth and lone op if you're Nurgle. They moved the lone op to 18 inches in the balanced data slate, and that is in here. So this might be the first one that was later on. Still speculation, but...
I think we will eventually see a codex where it specifies battle tactic, and that's when we'll know.
Yeah.
Because that's the time.
Got him.
And by then, they will have reverted the battle tactic change.
Yeah. Yes. So true.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
thank you. Okay, this next one is a 3-parter by Adolin Solaris.
Hey, thanks,
so
Adolin.
if I need to,
Oh, let's
if
go.
I need to break it up, I can.
Okay.
But I just kind of bunched them all together.
Sounds great.
Okay, so thank you, Adolin, for the super chat. And then they say, "Hey Titans, just got some Dark Angels. Speaking of Dark Angels, to expand my Marines. Planning on taking this list tomorrow versus Guard.
Okay.
It's Gladius with Azradai, Azrael, Termi Capt, Blade Guard Ancient, Lieutenant with Fire Disp, Lion, 6 Blade Guard, 5 DW Knights, 10 Deathwing Terminators, 10 Hellblasters, 2x5 Scouts. A little iffy on the BGV and or a Hellblaster bricks. Might be too much with the Termi brick. What changes would you make?"
This is a great list.
It's very elite.
Yeah. I wish that the Blade Guard had a transport. Because they are kind of slow and susceptible to just getting shot.
The same is true of Hellblasters.
Oh, yeah.
10 Hellblasters is actually pretty hard to hide.
Yeah, where are all the points going?
I mean, 10 Deathwing Terminators is a lot of points.
Oh, yeah, it's 5 Knights
like
and 10 Deathwing.
500 points of Terminators,
Yeah.
right?
And there's the Lion, which is another...
Woo!
I like the Hellblasters.
Make it bigger.
Perfect, thank you. I think the 10 Hellblasters is for sure fine. And they have Fire Discipline, which is the...
Cradle and Fives or something?
yeah, it's that one. So that's great. It would be ideal if you had a transport in here, but you have to cut something to take the transport.
Right.
So
I think you're bringing the line because you want to bring the line.
yeah, right. I'm like, that's kind of non-negotiable.
That's what I would cut, though.
Asmodai. Who does Asmodai go with? Blade Guard, I guess. No, because then you can't put the chaplain. I mean the ancient.
Oh, really? The Blade Guard Ancient doesn't have like a second character to unit?
Well, it's
Should.
Isn't it locked to captains?
You're wondering who Asmodai goes to?
Yeah.
BGV,
Oh, it is.
along
BG.
with the Ancient.
Oh, okay, so it gets.
So you can't put them.
You're right.
Okay,
Okay.
cool.
God, it's so hard to cut anything from this list.
I mean, you kind of constructed a list that we can't cut things from.
Yeah, it's too perfect. Okay, well, I will say this. You're playing into guard. If you're wanting to make something that's good into guard specifically, the Blade Guard vets, I just would make the cut there. Because they're going to indirect you, they're going to slow you down. Yeah. So, frankly, cut them for something like a Land Raider or a Repulsor. And then you can put Hellblasters in that.
Yeah.
And that'll get you up, it'll get you delivered, it'll keep your things protected, and Basilisks cannot slow vehicles.
And
So-
the 2x5 scouts are actually really good in this matchup.
Yes, that's great.
The Lil B interaction of, well, I've infiltrated in front of you so you can't scout move. Because you can't scout within 9 of enemy models.
Yeah.
That blew my mind and
Pretty great.
and frustrated me.
I was wondering about the little B thing. Yeah, I think that's great. And again, very good against orcs for the same exact reason. Cool. Thanks, Adolin. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, thank you.
Have
Is there
fun.
more to that 3-part?
No, that was it.
Okay, cool.
That was it. I
consolidated
did.
them all.
I chopped off the
Yeah.
first and just to get the thing bigger.
Cool.
Okay, this next one is from Dawitzer. Thank you so much, Dawitzer, for the super chat. And they say recent books, except Custards, have been great. Lots of versatile play. P.S. Thanks for entertaining and informing.
We tried our best. Appreciate it. They have been great. Custodians aside, for sure. I think, and it's on an upward trajectory, right? I think
Yeah.
the last 2 books, considering orcs after Custodians.
The good books have been getting better.
Yeah. Well, because it's also, I think what we've noticed recently is it's not just good as in like strong.
No, yeah.
It's good as in like also flavorful.
Well written.
And lots of ways to play them.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely agree.
Yeah, I think like Tau was a starting point
Mm-hmm.
of interesting books.
Yeah.
And then we got
This was it.
it was Tau Orcs CSM.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Yeah. That one was that because at first everyone's like, ooh, 4 detachments, but they did a great job with the 4 detachments. They're all unique. They're all fun. It's cool. So yeah, we definitely agree. Thanks for the positive note too.
Thank you.
Launch days are always lots of feelings.
Yes. Emotional.
Yeah, look at this. This is our toys. It's important.
Aw, thank you. This next one is from Chaotic Revenge. Thank you so much, Chaotic Revenge, for the super chat. And they say, Vashtorr gets access to all the IW durability buffs. Also, Soul Link to use Lord's super powered melee each turn. Might get around once per turn.
Oh, wackadoodle.
That'll get FAQ'd.
So the Lords also have Best Day Ever.
Because it's the best day ever. I don't even remember what best day. Oh, is it reroll all hits, wounds, and saves or something?
It's not exactly like that, but it's basically once per game goes Super Saiyan. Once per battle, start of the fight phase, they can use this ability. Until the end of the phase, they get +1 attack, +1 strength, +1 armor, +1 damage.
+1 armor is an interesting one.
Yeah, right?
You don't see that often.
No, it's called Chance for Glory. Does it get around once per battle? I think
I hate it.
off the cuff, I would say that it won't use up the Lord's one, but the character that you put it on, it will use up.
Yeah.
Because it's the same rule. Whether or not you had the rule the whole time is kind of irrelevant. Yeah, so I don't think it gets around that. But that's another actually very interesting one. Like to be able to be like, let's go.
Yeah.
Get that extra damage, squeeze that out,
And a free battle tactic while you're at it.
and a free battle tactic.
Pretty good.
Oh man, yeah. You could do really cheeky stuff with characters because then you could be a +1 armor, armor of contempt if it's the right attachment.
Woo!
You could be very, very durable all of a sudden. Yeah.
Yeah. I would be extremely shocked if the FAQ went through and didn't say that you couldn't use this ability twice.
Yeah. I mean, frankly, I don't even know if they will catch it because I think that's pretty. They might think it's obvious.
Even things that are obvious, they've recently been a lot better about like.
Oh yeah.
I can't believe that you guys even are talking about this. We'll put it in the FAQ.
Okay, that's good. Yeah.
They've been a lot better.
Oh, and designers commentary and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
I think it'll get covered, and I do not think that you'll be able to do it twice.
Yeah, I wouldn't count on it. Still cool though.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Thanks, Chaotic Revenge.
Yeah.
Thank you all.
Thank you.
Great name.
Thank you. And then we have this one from Luke. Kokokama. Yeah, just Luke. We're going to stick with Luke.
Fair enough.
Thank you for the super chat, Luke. And they say, good day, lads. Grey Knights, what would you rather? New Marine armor characters, e.g. Lib. Termi infantry, e.g. Termi interceptors, LOL.
Yeah.
Vehicle variety, new unique box. Something between box and baby carrier. Love all your work.
Oh, thanks, Luke.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Interceptor Terminators is hilarious. And they have like their little interceptor buzzers. Zum.
They would need giant ones because it's the thing teleporting
Yeah,
you, right?
yeah.
So they would have like telephone poles sticking out of their
Big
backs.
receivers, yeah. I imagine it's like, you know, like on bumper cars, they have like the rail things.
Yes. Oh my God.
Sounds amazing.
We need light rail
Right.
Terminators.
Yeah, vehicle variety would be cool. I would love to see, I mean, frankly, I would love to see a slightly redesigned baby carrier because I actually like the concept. But even like a smaller one, like imagine one that was like half the wounds. Kind of like,
Paragon War seats.
yeah, where it's kind of like an exosuit. It's bigger than a Centurion for sure. Paragon, that would be sick.
That's like what they were going for with the baby carrier,
Yeah.
and they just like went too far.
I don't think I've ever seen someone really nail that concept in miniatures. I think I've probably seen it in like an anime. It's about the only thing.
Yeah.
Like I can't even.
It's tough to make it all look goofy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I don't actually know what I would want. I think probably a vehicle that's not bad.
Yeah.
Like Land Raiders are good, Dread Knights are good, but they still don't have an anti-tank.
That's true.
Like, can we get them just like have some Grey Knights carrying around a big gun, like collectively?
It's
like
like
a cannon.
It's like the Bone Splitters have the big spears.
Yes.
It's just two orcs carrying a big spear.
Yeah. I want like a squad of Grey Knights with a giant cannon on their shoulder.
It's a giant Crozius. Or rosary.
That would be pretty cool. That's what I want. Just a big gun. They need a big gun. They don't have any.
They don't. That's actually that's a great point.
Luke says, I didn't even think of that. That's interesting.
Yeah. That's one way of putting it.
Yeah.
Thanks, Luke. Have a good one.
Thanks, Luke.
Thank you. And that's all that we got. That's all of our super chats.
Beautiful. Well, we're going to start closing it up. We can give some final thoughts on the book. If you have any questions, now is the time. And of course, remember, like the video. I bet,
Yeah.
right now we're live, and I bet the number of people watching the video and the number of likes we have is nowhere close.
Do you want to know the numbers?
Yeah.
Okay, so we have 200 people watching. 220, sorry.
Okay.
Okay, 220.
Okay. We only have 40 likes.
40?
What? 40.
That's less than 25%.
Look to your left.
I know.
Look to your right. Neither of those people like the video.
If everyone in this room liked the video right now, we would have 3 more likes. I feel like we're not doing this right. But yeah, definitely like the video and consider becoming a member because Tuesday we're going to be playing more CSM. Recap. This seems like a great book.
Yeah.
It seems cool. It seems fun. It does seem strong. We actually didn't focus on strength too much today, which was kind of fun to talk about. But I will say briefly, yeah, I think Veterans of the Long War will be strong because it's just consistent and has a good arsenal behind it. I think Deceptors will do interesting stuff with infiltrate shenanigans, especially in the era of orcs.
Right.
Being able to infiltrate a bunch of stuff and just create screens is just about the best thing you can hope for.
Yeah.
Renegades, very strong.
I think that's the best one.
Yeah. Those are the standout ones for me competitively. They're
I think there might be a build of the Chaos Cult
Yeah.
that isn't really about the detachment, but it just has 3 amped up Accursed Cultist units.
Yeah.
And then I think there probably is a way to play Vashtorr's detachment
Pretty scary.
that's not as all-in.
Yeah.
Or you play an all-in list that just has bad matchups and you accept that.
Yeah.
Like there will be people who can survive your onslaught.
Exactly. I mean, frankly, that's a factor when you play competitively. So lots and lots of cool stuff. Of course, if you haven't seen the full review, we do have a link. Go ahead and check that out. And I just go through literally every page so you can know all the rules and check it out and maybe start playing it yourself. Oh, wonderful. Well, I want to give a big thank you to everyone for showing up, tuning in, supporting the channel, supporting Chaos. Yes. Thanks so much for hanging out. We'll catch you next time on the tabletop.
Bye.